All right, Oklahoma, hey, we're talking about the changing of our leaves during the fall season, right? So, yeah, it's beautiful, right? Most times in Oklahoma, we have a pretty good looking fall. Now, there are things that will impact that. I'll explain those coming up. But the science of fall colors, this is the bottom line here. During the growing season for spring, going into summer, the greens and the yellows and the oranges are present in the leaf, but the green is dominant due to the chlorophyll, okay? So that's what makes everything green. And then as we flip on down here to the fall season, the chlorophyll production stops and the yellows and the oranges are revealed, right? And then the reds and the purples are produced with more seasonable or cooler weather. Remember, cooler weather arrives in the fall, and that plays also a key role in our leaves changing color. So chlorophyll, that's the green pigment in leaves that helps trap sunlight. Again, sunlight is trapped in the leaves, creating food for the plant and the tree during growing season. So during the growing season, spring and summer, that's what's going on. Sunlight, water, and also absorbing carbon dioxide, okay? All right, so as we get into fall, what's happening? Well, the sun is beginning to retreat to the south, right? As the days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer. So as season transitions from summer to fall, the sun angle therefore lowers, that's what I just said. Therefore, intensity of the sunlight decreases. Less light, again, less intense light on our forest, all right? So as sunlight decreases, cells form at the base of the leaf, and that stops carrying the fluids up into the leaf, okay? So it all stops down here where the leaf connects, all right? So with that, this is what happens here. When the fluid stops, sugar is trapped, okay, inside the bottom of the leaf or in the leaf itself. New color pigments are produced prior to the leaves falling off the trees, okay? So chlorophyll production stops, and then the beginning of the leaves changing colors begin. All right, so warmer weather, that will somewhat give us a little bit of a muted color fall, if you will, with the leaves, okay? A cooler fall will give us more vibrant colors, all right? And then when it's a dry fall, yeah, you know what? It's a little bit delayed on those colors changing oftentimes here in Oklahoma, and when the weather is wet, that will, again, give us more on time of the leaves changing color, but also more of a prettier fall. So rain is always good with cooler temperatures as we get into the fall season to get those beautiful Oklahoma colors on our trees. So looking at the average peak fall foliage months and dates and things like that, mainly early November across a good chunk of the state, late October in the Northwest and the Panhandle, and down through southern Oklahoma. Times down there for the leaves peaking out will take place as we get into late November. But all in all, some pretty good science. We're tracking it, as always. Stay up on News 9. We'll keep you advised.